Hey everyone, Taylor from the GNL here. Yeah, I know, it's been a while. Anyway, a few days ago, I went out to Target and I got myself one of these, the Nerf Rival Fate. This came out earlier this year, and it's quite similar in operation to another blaster that came out 2 years ago, the Nerf Rival Knockout. So I thought it would only be fair to do a comparison video to see if there are any differences at all and which one is better. I'm going to be judging these blasters in terms of 7 categories: comfort, features, reload speed, velocity, accuracy, range, and fun value. Not specifically in that order, but you know what I'm getting at. First up is comfort. Let's do the Knockout first. Now, first of all, the grip. The thing is pretty massive, only really my middle finger and thumb touch, and I have small hands, keep in mind, so really big grip. I mean, I understand why. There's a plunger tube in here, but it's not the most comfortable. And the trigger. It's really thin, barely moves at all. The pull is not very good feeling. It's almost kind of sharp, if you know what I mean. You know, just like a lot of pressure on one small area of your finger. So, again, not the greatest of trigger pulls in the world. Although this lever here, right here, is really nice in a good spot. I can reach it really easily. If you were left-handed, also on the other side, really easy. Not as easy for me because I'm right-handed, so it feels weird, but you get my point. The reload spot is, you know, right out in the open, really easy to just stick the round in, shove it closed. That doesn't hurt, so that's good. But the prime, it's pretty stiff, not the smoothest, and for some reason, you have to push it back in. Why do you have to push it back in? It's a T-pull. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Knockout's a great blaster, but there's a lot of things on it just don't make sense. Ow. And also, it's not that spinnable. I mean, once you get it going, it goes, but it's not the easiest thing in the world to get going. Like, yeah, there we go. I had to help it with my other hand. So yeah, you can't really just cowboy it, because it just doesn't work, at least not for me. If you were somebody else, maybe you could, but comfort's decent. The Fate, on the other hand, look at this grip. Like, it is nice. I mean, it's very obvious that it wasn't tailored for a small hand like mine. You can definitely tell, you know, because of these fingers, that it's much smaller than the Knockout grip. So it's nice, I like it. And the trigger, by the way, why did I say by the way? Anyway, the trigger, it's a much smoother pull. There's more surface area, so it doesn't feel like you're like cutting your own hand open, finger open. And I can tell it uses a metal spring rather than a plastic leaf spring, so it's a much smoother pull. Speaking of smooth pulls, that's nice, I like that. And I don't know if it was off screen, but pulling back the priming handle also releases the little opening where you can put the round in. So that's also nice. Putting the round in takes a little bit more effort because there's a bit more space to push it through, but honestly, that's fine. And the last thing, it's very spinnable. If I could spin it, yeah, there we go. I'm not the greatest at spinning, but you get my point. It's nice, I like it. This wins for the comfort category. Moving on to features. Start with the Knockout again. It has one tack rail on top, which you could put basically just a scope or a flashlight on. Rival attachments are few and far between. It's got ammo storage right here on both sides, so that's nice. The Fate doesn't have the rail or the ammo storage. However, it does not have any usable sights. Like, there's no rear sight, so it can't really be used for that. You just point and shoot with this, and it can't be deprimed. Like, holding the trigger there doesn't do anything, and that just hurts your ears. Fate, no tack rail, no ammo storage. However, it does have usable sights, and this thing can be adjusted for some reason. I haven't noticed any sort of difference in that, but you can do it if you want to, and also, it can be deprimed. So that's nice. I'm gonna say the winner's the Fate, just mainly because of the depriming. That's nice, in case you ever want to mod it. You don't want to dry fire anything regardless, but especially if it's modded, dry firing's bad. So, D-Prime, good on you, Hasbro. And now moving on to reload speed. I did a very scientific test for this. I reloaded the things 4 times as fast as I could, and I recorded the times in post, so you'll see that later. To the montage. Now for the Fate. Let's go. That one doesn't count. I'm gonna do another one. And as you can see, the Fate won by a very slim margin, 0.1, 0.2 seconds. I attribute this to the fact that it takes less steps to fire this than it does the Knockout, with being 1, that's part of the 1, 2, 3, and 4, versus the Knockout, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, Fate wins 2 times in a row. Good on you. And now for velocity. I'm going to be doing a 5-shot average on both blasters with both standard and the new Accu Rival rounds. So we're going to see if there's any sort of notable difference between these 2 ammo types. To the chronograph. Sorry for the graininess. I turned out the lights so that the chronograph would actually get a proper reading. Knockout, regular Rival rounds. 89. 93, 95, 91, 89. The average is 91. And now the Knockout with Accu rounds. 95, 93, 97, 95, 95, and the average is 95. Fate, regular Rival rounds, 95, oh, I hit the camera, whatever. 97, 92, 88, 87. And the average is 92. And now the Fate with Accu rounds. 94, 91, 95, 88, and 92. Average is 92. So yeah, it's about the same. It's a tie. Anyway, onto something that might be a little bit more useful on the battlefield, seeing how far these things can actually fling their foam. To the range! I lied, this is the park, I don't have a range. I got 69 feet of 4 tape measures going down there. No, that's not, no, yes it is a coincidence. We got a wind going that way-ish, that way. So we're gonna go off to that side. So let's start with the Knockout, regular Rival rounds, see what happens. Cool. And now, let's put some Accu rounds in it. Yeah, they definitely all went off to the right. I have no idea how that's gonna show up in the video footage, but we're gonna do a walkout there just like American Foam does. Or is it someone else? It's either, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's American Foam. I don't know. We're gonna do a walkout and see where they landed. But we're gonna do Accu rounds now, so let's go. All right, let's go see where those went. Okay, so it looks like our shortest shot is at 25 plus 6. That's around 31 feet-ish. I'll put the math on screen just because it's past the first tape measure. No, past the second tape measure. Okay. Yeah, I'll put the math on screen. Let's see. Got another Accu round here at 4 foot 28 of the third tape measure. Yes. No. I'm confused. 25, 16, 16. This goes 12 feet. So at 2 foot 4. Yeah, 2 foot 4. Okay. 2 foot 4 of the third one. So whatever 25 plus 16 plus 16 plus 2 foot 4 is. We got another Accu round here at, say, 5 foot 6 of the fourth one. All right. Let's see what else we got. We got a regular one here at 15 foot 2, I think. Yeah, of the third one. Let's see. Got another Accu round here at 1 foot 8 of the last one. Did I already get this one? I don't know. At 3 foot 5 of the last one. So we've gotten 3, 4 of the regular ones. Got that one. Where else are they? Oh, we got some past it. Okay. So we got a yellow and a blue past 70 feet. Is that all of them? I think that's all of them. Sorry for me being really bad at range footage. This is the first time I've done it. Anyway, let's get on to the Fate. Wow, the sun is really in the background there. Let's get back to the Fate. All right, Rival Fate with yellow normal rival rounds. I can't do anything about the sun, sorry. Let's go. It was definitely a lot straighter. Could just be because the wind was dying down, or that this is actually more accurate. We'll have to see in the accuracy test. But now, let's do it with Accu rounds. Again, pretty darn straight. They curved a little bit, so it's probably the wind. Let's go see where they landed. Wow, okay, so this surprised me. All but one of both types of ammo got past the 69 foot mark. Yeah, these ones, that one and this one are about exactly at 69 feet. This one is at 7'9" of the last tape measure. Put the math on screen. And all of the Accu rounds are past the last tape measure. Well past it, like, say like 5 feet past it. So that's pretty great. And they're all pretty tightly grouped. So I'm excited to see the accuracy test. Let's go back home. I changed my mind. We're gonna do the accuracy test right here in the park, because that's pretty much the exact conditions that would actually occur at a GNL game, because this is where we play, at this park. And also, there's probably a lot more space here than there is in my house. Anyway, knockout, regular rival rounds, 25 feet away. Can I hit that tree? Just missed. A hit. A hit. Just missed by like 2 inches. Just missed again by like 1 inch. So it's 3 misses. I hit 2 out of 5 times. Not great, but I'll take it. Let's try the Accu rounds now. Knockout, Accu rounds. Let's try it. You already primed it. A hit by just a little bit. A hit. Again, just by a little bit. A miss by like a foot. A miss to the left by like 5 inches. Ha, silly me. Wind. Just wait for the wind. Frick it. A miss by like an inch. I forgot how many hits and misses that was. Put it up on the screen here. And now the Fate with regular rival rounds. The wind doesn't really want to give up, so I'm just gonna have to go with it. All right, let's do this. Hit. Just missed by like a little bit. A hit, dead on, dead center. Just missed. Hit again. That's pretty impressive. Let's try Accu rounds. They're on the ground, that's why I'm bending down. This thing doesn't have ball holders. I may need to buy a custom one. Accu rounds. Hit, dead on, dead center. Missed by like half a foot. Missed by like an inch. If I'm missing to the right, I'm gonna go with a little bit left. It still missed to the right. I was aiming a little bit left and it still missed a little bit to the right. Not sure if that's the wind or the rounds or the blaster, but it seemed to have performed better with the original rival round, which is weird, but whatever. That's the results. Oh yeah, the Fate won the range test. I forgot to mention that. Anyway, after those interesting results with the accuracy test, I decided to do another accuracy test indoors, 25 feet away from a target I just taped to the wall, just to get it in a more controlled environment, and gee, I am glad I did that. Roll it. Knockout, standard rounds. Knockout, Accu rounds. So yeah, this thing's a laser pointer. Even with like standard and accurate rival rounds, this thing was hitting near or at the target every time, while the knockout frequently hit off screen. So I'm thinking that the accurate rival rounds aren't even accurate at all. I think they're basically the same as the original ones, at the same price no less, because it's actually the blaster that's shooting them in a straighter line. They advertised an optimized barrel on the packaging, whatever that meant. Turns out they weren't lying, because on the knockout data, the AccuRounds had no difference as well. So it's the blaster. Oh yeah, Fate wins. And now, fun value. If you don't really go to Nerf Wars a lot and you just pew 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 around the house, you're probably not that concerned whether the thing shoots far or shoots straight. You're probably more concerned about the emotional response that it gives off when you fire it. So, which one of these is going to bring you the most enjoyment? Starting with the knockout, I love this lever. I could do that all day. However, this trigger that I mentioned in the start of the video, again, kind of detracts from that. And also, again, can't really be, oh, I actually got it that time, but can't really be spun that easily compared to other blasters. So again, that also detracts. As for the Fate, it doesn't have that cool lever. You have to prime it back to get the barrel to open. This D-prime does give it a little more value because, you know, you don't damage the thing. And also the trigger, nice and smooth, so you could just pew 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 all day. And this these sights make you feel like James Bond, just like do 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 do. Yeah, I know that's Mission Impossible. Shut up. Yeah, I know I never grew up. Shut up. And also, spinach. If I could spin, that also adds fun value. Friggin' love this thing. This wins again. So, my conclusion? Hope I didn't break that. Fate every day, boys! Yeah, it still works.